Hello traders, welcome to Ford Revolutional Forex Institute. This is Kosnati, the founder and national trader of Ford Revolutional Forex Institute. So traders, in this video I will teach you the zigzag pattern. What is the zigzag pattern? How does the market form the zigzag pattern, and how to trade the zigzag pattern? So without wasting any time, let's just recap on the foundation guidelines of the Elliott wave theory. So the Elliott wave theory is supposed to be completed in so the Elliott wave cycle it's supposed to be completed in two peak waves. So we must have like wave one, and then we must have wave two. Wave one must be completed as the motive wave or as the impulsive wave, and it must be completed in 5 waves. And then wave two must be completed as a correction wave, and it must be completed in 3 waves. So in overall the wave cycle it's supposed to be completed in 8 waves. Okay, so 5 waves for wave one, and then 3 waves for wave two. So now let's move to the formation. So let's move to the structure of the zigzag pattern. So there are two types of zigzag pattern. So we have the single zigzag pattern, and then we have the double zigzag pattern. So let's start with the single zigzag pattern. So the structure of the single zigzag pattern must be 5-3-5. Okay, this is the structure of the single zigzag pattern. It must be 5-3-5. Let me show you what I mean. So let's look at this chart, okay, go before we move before we go deep to the structure of this zigzag pattern. So here you can see traders that we have this impulsive move going up, which is the formation of wave one. So we have this motive wave, and then we have this correction wave. So our main focus it's on the formation of wave two. So we have this wave two, and then this wave two was completed as the single zigzag pattern. And then you remember that I said that the structure of the single zigzag pattern is 5-3-5. So let's see. This is our first 5 waves for wave A. Our wave A must be completed in 5 waves. So this means that our wave A it must be completed as the impulsive move. However, it must move in the opposite direction of the motive wave, or of the big motive wave, because we have this motive wave which is wave one, and then which was completed in 5 waves, and then we have our wave A, which is also a motive wave. However, it was completed in the opposite direction of wave one. Okay, so our wave A must be completed as the impulsive move, and this must be completed in 5 waves. Okay, then wave B it must be completed in 3 waves. Okay, you remember that I said 5-3. So this is wave A, then this is wave B. So our wave B must be completed in 3 waves. You can see here A, B, C. Then also wave B must never move beyond the start level of wave A. Okay, so wave B must never break the level of the start of wave A. Then we move to wave C. So wave C it's the final 5, okay, of the 5-3-5 structure. So wave C must be completed in 5 waves, and then it must also completed in a similar direction as the wave A. So the structure of wave A and then wave C, they must both be completed in 5 waves, and they must both move in the same direction. Okay, then finally wave C must be completed beyond the level of wave A. So you can see here that this is the end of wave A, and this is the end of wave C. So you can see that our wave C was completed far beyond the level of wave A. So now let's move on. How do I trade the single zigzag pattern? So what do I do? In most cases, I draw a trend line in the formation of wave C. Okay, so I wait for the price to complete the formation of wave C, and thereafter I will draw a trend line within the formation of wave C. So you can see here that we have this short-term trend line within the formation of wave C, and thereafter I will wait for the price to form a breakout of the trend line within the formation of wave C. So you can see that the price has already formed this breakout, and then after the breakouts I will wait for the price to form a pullback. Okay, so once the price has formed the pullback, and then I will wait for the price to form any bearish reversal candlestick pattern, and then I will execute a bullish trade. And then this setup is also supported with this possible head and shoulder bottom. Okay, because it is also possible for the price to form a head and shoulder bottom now. Okay, so now you see now you see what I often mean when I say that the Elliott theory is very important, because you can combine it with other structures or with other chart patterns. Okay, so Just to recap, the single zigzag pattern, it's supposed to be completed in 3 waves and in a 5-3-5 structure. Wave A, 5 waves, wave B, 3 waves, wave C, 5 waves. Okay, and then in order to trade the single zigzag pattern, I would have to draw the trend line within the formation of wave C, and then I will wait for the breakouts of the trend line within the formation of wave C, and then I will wait for the pullback, and then after the pullback, I will wait for any reversal candlestick pattern in order to execute a trade. Now let's go to the double zigzag pattern. So the double zigzag pattern is quite similar to the single zigzag pattern, okay? Because the double zigzag pattern, it must also be completed as in 3 waves, okay? So here you can see we have this wave 1 going up, which is the impulsive movement going up, and then we have this correction, okay? So this correction is the formation of the double zigzag pattern. This is our main focus. So the double zigzag pattern, it means that in the formation of the double zigzag pattern, we do not have A, B, C. We have W, X, Y. So wave W and wave Y, they must both be completed as zigzag pattern. Let me repeat, guys. Wave W must be completed as a zigzag pattern, and then wave Y must also be completed as the zigzag pattern. Okay, let me demonstrate what I mean. So you can see here that we have this impulsive going down, which is our wave A, and then we have our wave B, and then we have our wave C. So our wave C was completed, as you can see, as the diagonal impulsive move. So you can see that our wave W was completed as the zigzag because we have A, B, C. Now let's move to wave X. Wave X must be completed as any correction pattern. Okay, so in this case, wave X was completed as A, B, C. So this means that our wave X was completed as the single zigzag pattern. But please, guys, please traders, keep in mind, please keep this in mind. Wave X, it doesn't have to be completed as the zigzag pattern. Yes, in this case, it was completed as a zigzag pattern, and in many cases, it's completed as the zigzag pattern. But you must keep in mind that wave X, it's not like it's a requirement for it to be completed as the zigzag pattern. No, it's not the requirement for wave X to be completed as the zigzag pattern. It might be completed as the flag pattern. It might be completed as the triangular pattern. Okay, so wave X, and then the other principle for wave X must never move beyond the start of wave W. Okay, now let's move to wave Y. Wave Y must be completed as the zigzag pattern. Same thing applies as wave W. So wave Y must be completed as a zigzag pattern. So you can see here we have wave A completed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wave A, wave B, wave C. So wave B was completed in A, B, C. Then wave C was completed in 5 waves, even though this impulsive movement is not much more clear on this time frame. Therefore, it's much more clear on a lower time frame. So you can see the main point here, traders, is that wave W and then wave Y, they must both be completed as zigzag pattern. Okay, that is the main principle of the double zigzag pattern. Then wave X must never move beyond the start of wave W, and then wave Y must be completed beyond wave W. Okay. So now moving, how do I trade the double zigzag pattern? So traders, in most cases, the double zigzag pattern is often completed as the flag pattern. You will see when you start to recognize or to identify the double zigzag pattern in your trading. You will see that the double zigzag pattern is often completed as the flag pattern, as here is the case. You can see here that we have this flag pattern, and then how do I trade it? I wait for the price to form a breakout of the flag pattern. After the breakouts, I wait for the pullback, as I often do, and after the pullback, I will wait for any reversal candlestick pattern in order to execute a trade. So traders, that is all I have for the zigzag pattern. So we have a single zigzag pattern, and then we have a double zigzag pattern. Just to recap, a double zigzag pattern, it must be complete. The wave W, zigzag pattern, wave Y, another zigzag pattern. Okay, and then for single zigzag pattern, wave A, 5 waves, and then wave C, 5 waves. So traders, that is all I have for zigzag pattern, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time on the next video. So goodbye, traders.